Previously on Investigations 2. The president died after being crushed by the Mozilla's head. But the problem is, who was responsible for the falling head? You killed him, didn't you? John Marsh. Uh-oh. The truth is, it's all my fault. Mozilla's head falling was all my fault. Really? Now, where was I? Oh man, the more I hear this music, the more I love it, man. Okay, so welcome back everybody to Investigations 2. I'm NintendoCapriSun, and I'm feeling a lot better. So, I guess we're gonna be asking John now about some stuff here. Apparently, he said that now it's his fault that the Mozilla head fell over and crushed the president. I don't know where this is taking us, but I get a feeling that we're on the verge of some really big reveals here. Just based on the timing that we're at, we're like, if I had to guess, we're probably about halfway, a little over halfway through the final case here. So who knows what's gonna happen. Also, just love the horns. Alright. Just went through a whole loop of the music there, talking on my intro here. Right, while I was setting up that equipment on the roof, I used the heater. Yeah, we talked about that heater too, didn't we? After that, I went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off. Then my mom called me, so I left the film lot. When I came back to the lot after the phone call was over, Mozilla's head that was on the roof had fallen. Okay, and we presumably think it's because the heater burned off the legs of the table that it was sitting on? But why was the president even in there? What was he doing there? Like, I guess they did say something to the effect of he was going to be a guest on the movie or something? Like, more publicity crap? But that being the case, then why would he be there at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night? And were indeed traces that something had caught fire on the rooftop, yep. It was just a small fire, so I was able to put it out by myself. So the president's death was John's fault? No. Wouldn't that make this an accident, sir? And then what did you do with the fallen head? I took it apart, brought the pieces up to the roof, and put it back together. Oh boy. Oh. So you put out the fire and even put the fallen head back on the roof. Which means you were covering your tracks. Yeah, I can see why he would think that. I didn't do it on purpose. I really did just forget to turn off the heater. When the legs broke, the stand would have tilted. If Mozilla's head was on top of the stand, it would have fallen off. So the head fell down because of the fire. Yes, and if that's the case, I also have a pretty good idea what caused the fire. The flammable can next to the heater, it seems someone is lacking in safety awareness, yep. That's back when I was having my little phase where I didn't care about anything and I said everything like this, you know. Was it really just an accident? If that's the truth, then what was the president doing here? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. No, man. I don't know, there was no one else around when I was here. You expect me to believe that? The president wouldn't just come to a place like this without a reason, you know? Indeed, the president's reason for coming here is still a huge mystery. Or, never mind. 2 nights ago, he met with Judge Courtney on the roof of the Grand Tower. I wonder, what if maybe the reason they were talking was she wanted to talk to him because she wanted to, like, surprise her son or something, like, hey, it's the president, you know, and then her son would be like, oh my god! And last night he was here at the film lot. Did he meet with John? Of course, John wasn't exactly a fan of him. We heard that, too. I have to listen to John's testimony very carefully. Alright, well. It's time for the pressing. Oh, I forgot I was that low on health. Jeez. While setting up the equipment on the roof, I used the heater. After that, I went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off. My mom called me, so I left the film. I want to hear about this. It was late at night at the film lot. Not a single member of the film crew was around. So then why'd you have to leave the premises in order to answer the phone call? I totally forgot about the phone call thing. So I kind of panicked. If I didn't answer it fast, I would have been busted for leaving the hotel without permission. In that case, why didn't you just answer it here? Like, he had to get out of the way of the camera. But it didn't matter if it was just a rehearsal, though, right? I don't know. If I talked to you, every last word I said to Mom would have been caught on camera. Oh. Also, he was just embarrassed. I mean, I guess from the point of view of a kid, I can kind of see that. Stopped practicing for a bit and rushed out of the film lot. He came back to the lot after the phone call was over. Zilla's head that was on the roof had fallen. Right next to it was the president lying dead on the ground. Pretty scary to see a corpse just suddenly appear out of the blue like that. Not to mention the fallen monster head lying next to the body. Panic will certainly be an understandable response to such a situation. Still, all things considered, this was just an accident, right? Indeed, that is if we decide to take John's words at face value. We might have some more concrete details on the state of the crime scene. Yeah, sounds like we do need to press a little bit here. Zilla's head that was on the roof had fallen. So you didn't, like, actually see it fall, right? Is there any indication that the head was about to fall? I don't know. I was focused on my rehearsal. So you forgot to turn off the heater, which led to a fire on the roof. I think you should have at least heard something. Heard something? Oh, I was wearing headphones, so... Oh, Larry. You're the next Larry, is that what you are? Listening to the movie soundtrack helps me get into the scene. I had it on full blast. That's why I didn't hear anything. And yet you noticed your mother's incoming call. I had my phone on vibrate, old man. That's how I noticed. Get with the times, man. Okay, so far, pretty simple stuff. Right next to it was the president lying dead on the ground. Oh boy. What was the state of the body? I didn't get a good look, because it was dark. He's suddenly become as quiet as a mouse. I guess John doesn't really want to remember anything about the body. Yeah, that's the only reason why he's gone so quiet. Yeah, I'm afraid we're gonna have to. This is a dead end if we don't. Did you know he was dead? That's... well, geez, man. He's clearly shaken. He must be hiding something. Wouldn't you normally call for help if you see someone collapsed on the ground? However, you did nothing of the sort. But he was already dead. Is that so? You seem quite certain that the president was already dead. Was there a reason for that, I wonder? Did he know it was going to happen, and maybe he was sworn to secrecy or something? It's stupid, it wasn't hard to imagine what happened. Still, though, like... You can imagine whatever you want, but there was no way for you to know he was dead. You actually checked to make sure the president was dead, didn't you? Ugh. Yeah, that's right. I was scared, but I got close to the body and checked to see if he was breathing. Thought as much. But why would he hide that? There must be a reason. Please tell me the state of the body at that time. First, I didn't know he was dead. I would have realized it sooner if there had been any blood. There wasn't a single drop. His clothes were completely spotless. Oh. Uh-oh. Yep, here we go. We got him. Oh, I hate this, though. I didn't know right away that he was dead. There was no blood and his clothes were spotless. Well, that's the problem, see? Because, according to this... Let's see if they say anything about it. The yellow stain on his suit is being analyzed. Well... Sorry, kiddo. His clothes were spotless. Actually, well, he could be telling the truth, though. So maybe it was put there later to make it look like... Oh. John, it's painfully obvious that you're desperately trying to hide something from me. What are you going on about? I'm not hiding anything. You are hiding something. Yes, you did!
Yes, you did!
Something about this yellow stain on the president's clothes, correct? Are you sure you didn't pee on him because you hate him? Why did you leave it entirely out of your testimony? The fact you made no mention of it only serves to cast more suspicion upon yourself. How am I supposed to know that? Because... I hope you have a convincing explanation. Uh-oh. Ooh, she's so mad right now. She's gonna be, like, fuming. Allow me to explain. Why are you... Is this where she's finally gonna tell us what this secret is that she's been... The yellow stain left on the president's chest is almost certainly lion lily pollen. Hello. Alright. Lion Lily?
When I met with the president on the roof of the Grand Tower 2 nights ago, I brought him a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies are beautiful flowers with stunning golden petals.
Oh no! Is she trying to take the blame herself now? Because this is gonna. Now we're gonna say, oh, he fell off and it came from the flowers. That's not actually what she's doing, though, right?
Some of the pollen from the lilies must have gotten on the president's suit. And we all know he doesn't change, ever.
I didn't see any lilies in the security footage, though. Yeah, she might have had on her hands.
They were simply obscured by the president's massive body. I mean, look at those pectoral muscles. I tell you.
Why'd you bring a bouquet?
To be polite, you know?
Hey, you're keeping way too many secrets! You won't tell us why you met with the president or the reason you brought him flowers. Wasn't there something, or am I thinking of another game where like the flowers were poison? Oh my god, no, I'm thinking of Breaking Bad. Oh my god. Because wasn't the poison flower in that had a similar name, like lion something? I don't remember.
My apologies, however.
I shouldn't have spoiled that, actually. Well, of course, I didn't say. Never mind.
However, I did give him a bouquet, this much is true.
Well, so what? When the president's body was discovered, we didn't find any flowers.
I honestly don't know how that could be.
Hey, Miss Judge. All your answers have been too vague. You can't say this, and you don't know that. Are you sure you didn't write Lost? Oh my god. Do you accept flimsy testimony like that in your trials? Hey, cut it out!
John!
I threw the flowers away, okay? Jeez! Gosh! You threw them away, so there were flowers near the body when you found it. Yeah, that's right. They were right on top of the president's body. They'd been crushed as flat as pancakes, though. He probably got rid of the flowers because he knew it would implicate his mom. A large amount of pollen got stuck to the president's suit. So the problem is, there's like a day... Well, of course he wouldn't change if he was dead, so yeah, that would have sucked. However, why'd you go out of your way to dispose of the flowers? Because I knew, man. No reason. So John's not going to tell us anything either. Ugh. I guess mother and son both have a lot of secrets, huh?
You want to talk about secrets? Let me bring out this file here about you. That is not true. At the very least, I can tell you why John threw away those flowers.
She knows.
John, you saw me leaving the house with those flowers in hand, did you not?
I get it. John saw the flowers and thought of his mom. He threw them away in order to protect Judge Courtney from being suspected. Yep. That's not true, you're all wrong! Am I? Ho ho ho. That's his worst lie yet. Oh man. Yes, Crunchy Notes updated. Okay, alright.
I often decorate our house with those flowers. The bouquet must have reminded him of me.
I don't care about you and your flowers. So the pup just happens to find the flowers from his mother's bouquet on top of the body. That's why he threw them away and kept silent about the body? That's a tidy little story if I've ever heard one. Every single thing. And what's wrong with that? I suppose you prefer untidy, messy stories, Agent Lang? Actually, I do. Oh, wow. He's like looking right at her, too. Don't tell me you've forgotten already, Missy. This pup confessed that he caused the monster's head to fall last night. Oh, that's true, but... he's currently the only suspect in the president's murder. It is true that there are many reasons to suspect John. However, there is someone other than John who is far more suspicious. Uh-oh. What did you say? John himself was kidnapped by that very person not too long ago. Okay, let me stop for... I noticed something. I went back and watched some of the previous episodes because I wanted to kind of refresh my memory on the The Killer episode in particular when we talked to him. And I didn't notice that much about The Killer, but what I did notice, when we were talking to the person who was listening in on us, that person kept saying stuff like, you know and you see. And someone mentioned in the comments before that there should be like a when you see counter for Blaze, because he was saying it all the time, and I didn't even pick up on it until they said that Blaze said it a lot. So, like, what? Like, where even was he when that was happening? Because I thought he was, like, in the courtroom or in jail or something? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him, but I sure don't know, man. Anyway, John himself was kidnapped by that very person not too long ago. Oh, well, we're just about to talk about it. And we rescued him from the refrigerated warehouse near the harbor, pal. The refrigerated warehouse? That's right, pal. Refrigeration wasn't turned on, so he wasn't about to freeze to death or anything. But if he hadn't yelled out for help, we would have never found him. Once the sleeping drugs wore off, he was finally able to call out for help. Sleeping drugs? Huh. If I recall correctly, when you were kidnapped... Oh, no, it's gonna be the same drug that they used on Kay. Oh, I thought that's where they were going. No, it was a bottle lying on the floor of the refrigerated warehouse. I think it was the same thing that was used on me now. Okay, yep. Sleepy Z stuff, it's super powerful. And let me tell you, I was out like a light. How about it, Agent Lang? John is clearly a victim here. There is a mastermind at work behind the scenes of the case. I don't know anything about no mastermind, man. This ain't Danganronpa. You say they were here last night. I still don't know for sure yet. It's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, I'm not going to just point to somebody and say, oh, it's him. Indeed, I still don't have any evidence that ties the mastermind to this murder. Is there someone else? Is there anyone besides John who had the opportunity to murder the president? Well, I was saying before, Blaze was in the... Oh, man. Oh, man. In the end, that pup is our only suspect. Isn't there one more suspect, Agent Lang? What's this? Didn't we prove it earlier? Last night there was one more person here. Aw, shit. Blaze the best. Mr. Diglett. Not Doug Trio, but Diglett. You're saying he's the one who did it? Last night John was not alone. Blaze the best was here too. Shouldn't we consider him to be a new suspect? Blaze the best. Kill the president? It's entirely possible. Dear God, please don't let that be the truth. In Jesus' name, amen. Blaze the best. It can't be. The same guy from 12 years ago? Uh-oh. I know, it does. What is going on there? Are we about to look at it? Are we about to see this? Well, a lot's changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my old man were close friends. Our clan protected the president's life. I really hope that organizer button doesn't disappear because I want to look at something again.
Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago.
Okay, I want to look at this again. Okay, so she wrote this report just after interrogating him, but then she said, he didn't confess he's one of Dogen's henchmen. That thing he laid to rest in front of the flower bed 12 years ago. You simply must retrieve it. So he went to get something. What? Oh man. My mind keeps going to the bell. And I'm not sure. I really kind of wish I remembered Case 2 a little better than this, but, because there was all this stuff about, like, the chisel and the knife, and there was a bell on one of them, and one of them was the murder weapon, and all this stuff. You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison where you belong. 12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree? Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago? Nothing that concerns you. On the contrary, it might just have some sort of connection with this case. And I suppose you have some proof, Mr. Prosecutor? Show me evidence that there's a connection between this case and the one 12 years ago. Evidence, you say? If you don't have any evidence, then there's no point in talking about it. Yep. 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 This is a report written by Patricia Rowland to Blaze DeBest regarding Knightley. Please read this part here. That thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago. That's not all. Take a look at this as well. This letter was sent to Jill Crane, who was murdered 2 days ago. Uh-oh. Although the sender is currently unknown, here it is written as follows. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Oh, crap. Agent Lang, something big is happening here. Jill Crane's murder 2 days ago, and now the President's murder today? There has to be some connection there. The key to solving it lies in what happened 12 years ago, does it not? You're asking me to reopen the old wounds of the Lang clan? Agent Lang, I beg of you. Ooh, he really doesn't want to do this, does he? Who was that just now? Are we gonna have to find out next time? Maybe. Oh, it's the guys! You guys, what are you all doing here? We followed you here, Shifu. We heard that Shifu was investigating the incident from 12 years ago. You idiots! I'm not your boss anymore. Get back to your own posts. Sir, okay, didn't one of them tell us something about the garbage truck or something too? Sir, we can't do that. What did you say? Are you disobeying my order? Shifu, we also beg of you. Reinvestigate the SS5 incident from 12 years ago. None of us could ever forget that case. We know you feel the same way, Shifu. Agent Lang, even your former subordinates desire to reinvestigate the case. And you think you can solve the mysteries of that case? Perhaps I can, with your help. I accept your invitation! Shifu, Shifu, Shifu! Sink that sword into that snake. Now then, with that decided, I guess it's my turn to shine. Wait, what? We're investigating a case from the past, right? Guess what the best tool for that is? No frickin' way. But did it happen here? Right, we have the case files from the past case. I can recreate it. Unfortunately, I don't have the case files. Huh? What do you mean? Access to those case files is restricted. It's being treated as highly classified information. Gee, I wonder why. Why is that? I don't know. But it seems like there were a lot of things that they wanted to keep hidden. Even what I know is limited to what was published in the newspapers back then. That will not be a problem. In any case, please tell us what you do know. Man, I can't believe we're doing this already. Oh, let's let the music tell the story for a little bit here. Well, I'm not telling the story. Anyway. Holy shit. It's a small loan. 100 small loans. So President Huang has been the president since 12 years ago? That's really amazing. If only... never mind. Well, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing the man is. Huang seemed a bit happy when he said that. Well, I mean, you should be proud, though. And what happened to the kidnappers? Well, a top-secret covert investigation was carried out, then a secret trial was held. Trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught? The suspect was Patricia Rowland. Oh boy. And the reason you came to the prison a few days ago. Yeah, I was put on extended leave from Interpol. So I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. Imagine my surprise when I just ran right into her. First I had to get a look at the face of my target.
So the trial 12 years ago ended with a not guilty verdict.
Yep. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security. Oh, boy. Alright, so what if... Oh, man. Here's the thing, we know Dogen had her under his thumb. Is it possible Dogen knew about it? And was, like, forcing her to take the blame? What if Dogen was really the one that did it? Because the killer said he was searching for Dogen. He kept making these references, like the kidnappers and Dogen, like they were the same person or something. I mean, the kidnappers of John. I don't know, it's starting to come together here a little bit, though, I think. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security, okay. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his post as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until he finally found the culprit. And it was none other than Patricia Rowland. There was no way she could be innocent. However, the result was a not guilty verdict. In the end, the case went unsolved. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned from the police. What was the basis for arresting Patricia Rowland? There was a lot of evidence. At least that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. Well, I don't know. Like, what? Why would she want to do that? She just wanted to make money, I guess, but anybody could do that, really. Well, not anybody could kidnap the president, though, is the thing. She would have had to have some help. So that's where my story ends. Here's where the story ends. In the words of the Sundays, I bet you don't know that song. Nobody does, because the only place you ever hear it is in grocery stores now. What should we do? With only this much information, even a little thief would have a hard time producing a recreation. Pout. That pouty face is still just so funny. There's really nothing we can do. No. Uh-oh. 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 Is she coming back? Uh-oh. Is she coming back for one more? Oh my. This sounds like somebody important here, and I just don't even want to press the button because I love the anticipation of wondering